Manipulation, boundaries, and covert contracts. Your partner's trauma is a gift. The hokey pokey is messing you up. She saw her touch my penis. My narcissistic behaviors. My managing severe narcissism. Why are you afraid of rejection? Manipulation, boundaries, and covert contracts. Welcome to the Morrow Marriage podcast. And if you can hear our goats today, it's because they are going apeshit looking for mama.
Yeah, they're at the door looking at me. They're so cute. You guys are missing out.
All right, guys, I wanted to bring this up today because I've had several reels go viral. If you notice the theme lately, I'm picking what you guys are wanting, okay? Now, manipulation, boundaries, covert contracts, where this is coming from is simple. Baby's pulling me in.
Yeah, because you lean out like this. I'm not sure why.
I don't know. Get over here, woman.
That's why I'm pulling you in.
All right, so where this is coming from is several reels I'm putting out. I'm trying to teach you guys more about stat response. If you don't know what stat response is yet, that is the acronym STAT, structure, triggers, adventure, and test or trust. And Kathryn is the A for adventure.
I sure am.
So basically what I did was I created a system for people to understand how to respond and not react. We had far too many people getting stuck in the robot phase of, I understand you, okay? Like, it's too much therapy. You're therapying your partner, and nobody gives a shit, okay?
And you don't actually understand. Most of the time you say, I understand. You're just saying it because you've been conditioned to tell your partner you understand when you don't. 100%.
And so what we've done is, when we create a stat response, of course we're going to show you what understanding your partner looks like, validating them. Of course you need to empathize with your partner. And really what we've learned from especially nice guys, and there's nice girls too, okay, is when you're trying to keep the peace, you want to move your relationship forward, you want to avoid the conflict, you want approval, you're afraid of disapproval, you're walking on eggshells. Essentially what happens is you get stuck in this phase, okay, of validating your partner. Now, here's the problem. Some of the reels that are going viral are stat responses to common things, right? Maybe being served divorce papers, okay? Or don't call me baby. Don't say I love you, okay? Don't text me again. I'll block you. And the problem that we're having is far too many men don't know what to do. And I think women, you're going through the same things if your partner's really against you, not on board, okay? And what we need to understand is it's the very first response, or I should call it reaction from your partner. If they say, don't tell me I love you anymore, when you say I love you, they say, oh, you're trying to manipulate me, okay? The comments that came on a reel where, if your wife hands you divorce papers, okay, I gave a couple of different examples. One was, yeah, that's great, baby. Thank you. I was looking for something to start the fire tonight. What are you doing at 7:30 when it's dark? Let's do some s'mores. Meaning we're moving the relationship forward, the adventure. Okay, Kathryn, okay? Now, she's going to disagree with that, right? And all the comments came flooding in saying, that's manipulation. She wants a divorce. Let her have her thing. Some of the other comments, like the blocking one, I did two cups and a string. Awesome. I hate text messages. You're absolutely right. You know, it'd be more personal. Here, take this cup. We can be close enough to actually hear each other. You know what I mean? And you do the old cups and a string thing. And obviously, these are like, they're not going to change your marriage, okay?
But right away.
No, but
eventually that kind of behavior does change your marriage because you're breaking the atmosphere. You're breaking the atmosphere that you don't want, and you're creating an atmosphere that you do want.
That's right. And then we have all these comments flooding in. You're manipulating your partner. She wants this. No. If
your wife said that she wanted to have an affair because she wasn't interested in you anymore, do you think that you'd be manipulating her if you said no? No, you wouldn't. You'd be standing up for what you want. So if she says she wants a divorce and you say no, why should anyone think that that's manipulation? You're creating structure for the direction that you want the marriage to go, or in this case, where you don't want it to go. Exactly.
And pay attention to what Kathryn just said. This is key. This is paramount for you right now. You will not say this to your partner when they say, you're just trying to manipulate me. You're not respecting my boundaries. You'll not say this, but this is what you need to understand. How is that any different if they're structuring divorce or affair, like Kathryn's example, if they're structuring space, which is still divorce, blocking, text, okay? How is that any different than you saying, I'm structuring the other way, right? So how could it be manipulation? Now, again, do not say that to your partner, okay? But what Kathryn is saying is paramount. It's going to work over time. There's a caveat, and we'll get caveat. We always do this. We get to this every time. But the thing is, over time, there's expressions like kill him with kindness. We didn't make that shit up. Okay?
What?
Over time.
He made it up. He's so kind. He's always been so kind to me. When I felt like I was going to die, it's because he was so kind.
Oh, baby. Okay.
I love you.
I love you. So you have to understand that over time, let's say, wear your partner down because it's inherently better. Everybody wants to feel positive, wants to feel happiness, wants to feel joy, to be loved.
It's like when your child is scowling and you're like, don't smile. Don't do it. Don't smile. What do? Eventually, they give you a dirty look, and then you see like a smile behind the scowl, and then eventually they're laughing. They go back to a scowl, but what happened? You broke the atmosphere. Don't smile is a stat response. You're creating structure and you're creating adventure for your toddler. Why would an adult version not work for your husband or your wife?
That is such a good example, baby, because what we teach you in the program is to stat, and then stat the rejection, and then stat the rejection. So when you say, don't smile, and your kid just actually scowls more, cries more, screams more, and then you build on that, but you can kind of do the same thing, right? Hey, I told you no laughing. You stop it right now. What happens? You're going to break them. That's what happens. Now, there's pain and trauma and wounds between you and your partner, so it doesn't work that way. But what you need to understand is that it will work the same way over time, and it's not manipulation. Now, why I'm tying this to covert contracts is simple. Okay, I just got off the call with a man. He's been out of the house for 3 weeks. He's 2 weeks in the program. I asked him a few questions to clarify. He's good. He's understanding. He knows what he's doing. And so I say, go back home. I say, babe, I fucked up. Because she's going to be pissed off. She wants the space. She's listening to, I don't think this case was her AA or his AA. No, it was probably hers. What do you call it? Sponsor. Thank you for listening so far. Listening to the sponsor's saying, you need to let go of this guy. He's manipulating, he's controlling, he's doing whatever. The sponsor, like we always tell you, stay away from people who don't support your goals. Okay? Sponsor's telling the wife to get away. So she's going to be pissed when he goes home. She's going to say, you're not respecting my boundaries. She might even say, you've been manipulating me. Here's the key. If you're going home knowing you're providing structure, you're not manipulating. Go back to what we said earlier. How is that different than her saying, get out of the house? Okay? Now, this is important for all of you to understand. You're not in our program. You're not on the phone with us. We're talking about someone. So don't just go home. I asked this guy a bunch of clarifying questions about what he understood, how he would respond, how he would handle the situation, and what the structure looks like for the future. Now I can say to him, okay, go home. Stat respond. Get ready. There's no covert contract. We also talked about, dude, she might leave. She might be so pissed off, she's going to leave. There's no expectation that this is going to change anything. Okay? Because you have manipulated in the past. Every single one of you. Whether you're the nice guy, the nice girl, you've manipulated, you've put boundaries in place, you've coped with safe reactions, the opposite of stat response, and kept yourself safe. You've defended yourself. You've sounded like a narcissist when you're fighting and trying to prove that you're so great and your partner is the one that's in trouble that needs to be blamed. You guilt them, you shame them. All of these things are real. So just own it. And the first step is to just take a step towards the future. Anything else, babe? All right, guys. Go get your life.
Bye.